Talk about low-budget flights, no food or movies? I'm out of here. I like running better. Welcome back, YouTube viewers, to another video. The Sonic Movie 3 trailer came out today. And yes, I've already seen it because, of course, I have. I'm sure if you're watching this, you've already seen it multiple times, just like I have. But so I was gonna make a video on this tomorrow, but I figured since everyone's talking about it today, I better strike that Sonic Movie 3 trailer iron while it's hot. I'm just gonna go through the trailer a bit, and without further ado, let's do it to it. Okay, there's just sorry about the audio. Something is seriously wrong with it. Give me a second. Okay. Wow, that is loud. Gotta turn it down. There's this, which I don't know why there is a picture of Sonic and Longclaw and Green Hill, but that's interesting. So then there's this dumb joke I'm just gonna skip over. Paramount logo, original film. There's this, Shadows Awakening. This, okay, just wow, wow, these visuals are very impressive. I've made it no secret that I really don't like the first two Sonic movies, especially the second one, but I've said that the visuals are really impressive, and this is just amazing. Warp Ring, okay. Gun looks really cool. And Shadow just looks amazing in live action. Again, I may not like these movies, but the character designs are very good, and this is probably the best one yet. He just looks like Shadow, or this. Uh, so we already knew Maria was going to be in this movie, so it's not really a big surprise, but it's just really weird to see Maria in live action. Yep, this looks straight out of SA2. Shadow's in the tube, Maria's over there, and yeah. And then there's this bit about how Shadow found only pain. And okay, so I think this is supposed to be I guess I don't know if this is the arc. I don't know if that's a thing in this movie. We'll have to see, but I guess this is supposed to be, the events of Sonic Adventure 2, the raid on the Ark, because there's a bunch of gun soldiers, or I guess military soldiers here. I think that's Shadow and Maria or Shadow and Gerald Robotnik looking at Maria's corpse, which, okay, one, that already shows that Shadow is seemingly not launched into space like in SA2. That's something. Okay, then turn this down. There's this. I'm glad Colleen O'Shaughnessy is still playing Tails. It's nice. There's this, and then okay, so I guess this is okay. These specs are just amazing, but this kind of, and then there's this. I really don't like this. Okay, one, there's a lot to say about this. One, I don't like Keanu Reeves' Shadow. I'm pretty sure I said that before, but here especially, he just sounds kind of old, and he just does not fit Shadow at all. I didn't really believe those rumors about Hayden Christensen, but I still wanted him to play Shadow. I mean, I don't love Kirk Thornton in the games, but I'd take him over Keanu Reeves any day. And then there's just that, yeah, it's even in 2024, blockbusters are still copying the MCU's the stupid MCU trope where something dramatic is happening, the characters have to break the tension with a dumb joke. They can't just let the scene happen normally. I don't know why people are still doing this, but they still are, and it's not funny either. But then there's this. Okay, this was pretty cool. Shadow has chaos control, and he's able to easily defeat Knuckles. Yeah, this was really cool. This gets me genuinely excited for this movie. This really tells you this trailer is not what all I expected this movie to be. There's Green Hill's music, Shadow. Okay, well, all these animations look like they came from Sonic games. I mean, uh, not that, but that looks like, yeah, just Shadow's running animation from the games. That's something. Then there's this kick look straight out of the Shadow the Hedgehog opening cutscene. Uh, Tom is in a gun outfit, or that's just police? I don't know. There's some kind of weird portal. And then, okay, so I know it's Team Sonic has to team up with Eggman or Robotnik or whatever. But okay, this robot looks kind of like a crab. I guess kind of like a crab meat, except just really boring and generic. Like the robots were in the previous movie. But okay, whatever. And there's this. And okay, I'm glad they made Eggman fat. I like seeing this, but okay, I really hate Agent Stone, but I knew he was going to be in this. Skip over this. So they team up, and why would Eggman want to tase himself with one of Sonic's quills? Does he just I don't know why. It's just weird, but whatever. And so yeah, he gets shaved and says, "I can't." I think that's a pretty good line, I guess. There's also I don't I don't okay, whatever. I wish his mustache was crazy like it should have been. I mean, if you look at him over here, he has a crazy mustache, so why doesn't he have one here? Oh, and then let me pause for this. This. So, Egg, Eggman's costume is barely different than how it was in the second movie, and he still looks skinny. Everyone was saying, "Oh, look, we're finally gonna get a fat Eggman," but like in the games, but no, he just looks the way he did in the second movie, except his costume is more black than red. They're just never gonna get around to this, are they? Well, at least there's another warp ring. That's cool. Yeah, just some bit of shadow. And yeah, see, I don't like Keanu Reeves' voice for Shadow. It's too deep and it's too old and it just does not fit at all. It sounds too edgy. Shadow's got his motorcycle though, like in Shadow the Hedgehog and Archie. There's a Chow? No, not here, but yeah, so over here there's some statue of Chows. That's interesting. It's probably not a plot point, but that's a nice reference. And okay. Okay, so the CGI in this shot just looks amazing. You can see all the fur textures and shadow and the lighting. It's really impressive. They really stepped up their game with this one. Then there's Shadow jumping off his motorcycle in the sky, and then they're doing this, and then this is pretty much just that original teaser with Live and Learn playing. But then then there's this. Okay, one, Gerald Robotnik is alive, which is I know it's not the same continuity, but there are certain things you don't change. Like this, for instance. Gerald Robotnik should be dead. But then again, the movie hasn't come out yet, so I don't know what they're gonna do. But then there's also, yeah, how come Gerald Robotnik is fat, but Eggman just isn't? That doesn't make any sense. And also, yeah, because Eggman says it's impossible for him to be alive because if it just Gerald is supposed to be old 50 years ago, and this is 50 years ago like the games, so why does he still look like, how is he still alive? It doesn't make any sense. And he says Papa as in Gerald is his father, not his grandfather? That does not make any sense whatsoever. I mean, yeah, well, it's not just because in every single other continuity, Gerald Robotnik was Eggman's grandfather. It's just the basic fact of this was supposed to be 50 years ago, Project Shadow, and even then he was already old. So how is he even still alive? And he looks way too old to be. So I just don't. How come nobody's talked about that? So yeah, that was this movie. I don't really have anything else to say about this trailer. I'll just say that this definitely is better than I expected. It's a lot more serious than I expected, that's for sure. But it feels like, because yeah, I am genuinely interested. But I thought I was expecting this movie to be terrible. Then again, the trailer for Sonic Movie 2 was good, and the movie ended up being awful, so I don't know. But yeah, this trailer actually looks like it's taking itself seriously. It actually got me excited. But I still have a bunch of problems. One, the whole Gerald Robotnik seems to be Eggman's father instead of his grandfather's makes no sense. They're still stuck with those dumb MCU tropes that I think we're all sick of by now. I don't like Keanu Reeves' Shadow, and it's just I hate this joke in the beginning about Sonic's lungs or whatever. But on the bright side, this trailer barely shows any humans. It seems like this movie might actually focus on the characters we care about. Also, yeah, Amy and Rouge probably aren't going to be in this. I think I accepted that a while ago, and I don't really care too much. I mean, I think Rouge should be in it, but whatever. I don't think so. Okay, so Amy's whole speech he gives to Shadow that gets his original memories to flow in SA2. In this movie, it's either going to be either Tom is going to give that speech, I think, or like in Archie. Well, we didn't get a speech per se, but it's going to be like Archie where Sonic is able to convince him. And you know what? Considering how childish and immature movie Sonic has been, I hope he actually is the one to give Shadow that speech because I want him to finally do something mature and actually not be an obnoxious annoyance. Because in this trailer, he seems like he's not just being movie Sonic, which I definitely appreciate. I like this shot, and yeah, I love this logo. So, comment down below what you think. That's all for now, and as always, keep on juicing.